So Trisha finally responded to the Colleen Ballinger situation, and things are just not looking good for Colleen at this point. Everyone is very supportive of Trisha, and they're really happy that she's finally decided to speak out on this situation, because she was staying silent for quite some time. Now, my reasoning, my thoughts behind why she stayed silent for so long on this whole situation is because Trisha doesn't really have that many influencer friends, right? And so when she found out all this information about Colleen, she was probably like, wait, hold on a second. Let me sit back, let me look at the receipts, let me look at the evidence. This is my only influencer friend in the industry. I'm kind of like screwed and lonely after this. So let me just take a seat for a second and like really evaluate everything that's going on. And I feel very bad for Trisha at this point, which is kind of weird because no one has really felt bad for Trisha for a long time. But, you know, she really has changed. She's done like a lot of growth and stuff over the past couple of years since she had her daughter. So it is sad to see her lose a friend, because she doesn't really have that many friends. It does suck to see. But good on her for speaking out finally and distancing herself from Colleen. So she'd made this video the other day, pretty much like responding to everything that had gone down. And she said that she, you know, hasn't been talking about drama for the last couple of years. She's been keeping in her own lane, which is really good. People have a lot of respect for her for that. And she blamed this on like her personality disorder and stuff, and just for her own mental health, how she didn't want to focus on drama anymore. But we all know the real reason, low-key, why she doesn't speak on drama anymore, and that's because of what Moses, her husband, had been accused of doing. Now, in this recent video she'd made, she talked about her relationship with Colleen and why she's deciding to distance herself as of now. So, Colleen was her only influencer mom friend. She doesn't have very many friends outside of this, so that's kind of sad to see that she's lost like her only friendship. She has had pretty shitty friendships over the years, as we've seen. She's been backstabbed many times, so it is really sad that she's lost yet another friend who was also backstabbing her, but we'll get into that soon. And they had this podcast together. It was going really good. Trisha was really excited. And so that's all gone now. But, you know, here's hoping that maybe like another Frenemies launches. I highly doubt that'll ever happen, but I would love to see that personally. I know you guys would too, but we all know that that's not going to happen. Now, she'd said in her video that she still kept in touch with Colleen after this drama first went down, because she cared about Colleen's mental health. And I think that speaks volumes for Trisha's character. And that's really good that she was thinking of her mental health like that. But, you know, after she'd evaluated everything, looked at all the receipts and stuff, she took a step back and was like, what the actual F? Because Colleen had told her like, oh, it's just all like made up shit online. Trisha's like, wait, hold on a second. I've seen the receipts on Twitter, okay? I've seen the evidence. I don't want to be affiliated with you anymore. So she's split paths with Colleen. She doesn't want to have anything to do with her anymore. And she did say this in the video. But, you know, of course, she was really upset about all the stuff that Colleen had gone behind her back and done, which we'll get into. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty disgusting. So Trisha has always been super against affiliating with minors. She's been against like messaging them, and she has kept her stance on this for a very, very long time. And she doesn't like affiliating with people who do like weird, dodgy shit like that. So, you know, she finally spoke out about the situation because people thought that she wasn't going to say anything at all. Nope, she finally spoke out about it. And she was literally freaking disgusted. She was like, I just don't understand like why she would do that. Like, that's so screwed up. Trisha also talked about how Colleen and Adam would send each other pictures making fun of Trisha. This is when Adam was underage, and these were apparently leaked OnlyFans, like nude explicit photos of Trisha that they were like making fun of her. It's really like disgusting, but Adam was underage. He was like 15 or 16 at the time. Colleen's like a fully grown woman, like sending messages about this kind of stuff, like back and forth. Like it's worse than inappropriate. It's fucking not acceptable, and there should be some sort of legal repercussions for this. But of course, there's not, is there? You know, she made an apology with a ukulele, and that of course speaks volumes into, you know, what she thinks about the situation. It's so screwed up. So anyway, Trisha talked about that, and she was really upset about it, and it also also sucks because Trisha didn't really have any real good friends before fame. You know, she'd met Shane when her YouTube channel was taking off and exploding. Other than that, like, she doesn't really have any personal close friends. She's got her family, which is good, but I just think it sucks because now she doesn't have like anyone that she can talk to and stuff. Even if she did get a mum friend, like, it's hard for her to trust people. So it sucks that she's lost her only mum friend. Now, people were going off in the comments about this. Under Trisha's video, someone had said, "I'm so sorry you went through this, Trish. As a fellow adult entertainer, I know how hard this must be, and you handled this with such grace and maturity." Round of applause for Trisha. She addressed the situation with such grace and maturity. Honestly, amazing response. What Colleen did was gross, immature, misogynistic, and predatory. Hopefully you will heal from this deep betrayal of trust. I'm so sorry, Trish. That was calculated, malicious humiliation. The biggest betrayal. Absolutely vile. She must hate herself so much to put that much effort into being horrible to other people. Trish, we support and stand with you. Incredible growth, maturity, and grace. You handled this entire situation with incredible class and dignity. Trisha finally ended the video by saying that she was no longer associating with Colleen whatsoever, and pretty much that her apology was shit, which it was. Now, Trisha isn't the only person to speak out about this Colleen situation. Obviously, a lot of former friends of Colleen have spoken out about her and have said, listen, we don't want to have anything to do with this bitch. She is effed in the head. But Colleen's ex-husband also recently spoke out, and so did her ex-employee. So let's investigate that. So Joshua, Colleen's ex-husband, had said on Twitter recently, "This behavior was my reality anytime I spoke up and disagreed with her actions and rhetoric during 2009 to 2016. I was gaslit too. I was made to feel like I was always the problem. Any pain I felt was an inconvenience and was belittled. Every ounce of what you're feeling, I understand. I have no desire to use this as a catalyst for a YouTube comeback. It's not a safe place for me. I'm past that. My voice is only here to help validate those that are hurting, nothing more. I have no need to make any money off of this. That is gross and not in my heart whatsoever." He then posted this quote, "In the midst of chaos and pain, remember to protect the goodness within yourself. Choose healthy ways of coping. Choose humility over winning. Choose the version of you that you can be proud of. You don't have to be perfect to do the right thing." Then after this drama started going down, he'd posted this statement to Twitter. "I've seen some misleading and embellished claims about me, and rather than ignore them, I faced them and tried to correct the narrative. Upon doing this, I've gotten caught up in trying to prove them wrong, and that takes focus away from any real victims. That was an egotistical misstep on my part, and I'm sorry for letting my pride get in the way. This is also triggering for me, after years of lies being spread, but it doesn't justify taking action away from people who feel hurt. I'm absolutely sorry for doing that. Wishing everyone who's hurting and processing all of this nothing but clarity, validation, and respect." So yeah, a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks and exposing Colleen, not only her friends, but her ex-partners, ex-employees. It's really intense. What do you think is going to happen after this? Do you think Colleen is going to come back to YouTube as if nothing ever happened? Because it honestly looks like that's what she's going to do. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.